Hello and welcome to New Wave Global. You're watching Unraveled with Marvi Sirmed, where we dive deep into the stories and individuals that shape our world. Today, we gather not just to reflect, but to pay our tribute to a man who redefined leadership with his humility, intellect, and unwavering integrity. I'm talking about none other than Dr. Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister of India, who passed away last Thursday in All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi. As someone who has observed South Asian politics for decades, I find it impossible not to admire the profound impact this soft spoken yet visionary leader had, not just on India, but on the region and the world. Dr. Singh's story began in 1932 in a small village called Gah, nestled in what is now Pakistan's Punjab province. A man born into humble beginnings, he rose to international prominence through sheer intellect and determination. Educated at Oxford and Cambridge, Dr. Singh brought to his career a rare combination of academic brilliance and moral fortitude. Many of you may remember his pivotal role in the early 1990s when India was on the brink of an economic collapse. As finance minister, he became the architect of India's liberalization reforms. His policies not only reshaped India's economy, pulling millions out of poverty, but also made the world take notice of a nation ready to rise. But it's not just the economic milestones that define his legacy. His leadership as Prime Minister from 2004 to 2014 was a masterclass in stability during turbulent times. India saw rapid economic growth under his watch, but his tenure was also marked by landmark social schemes, programs that provided education, healthcare, and livelihood to millions of underprivileged citizens. For us in Pakistan, Dr. Manmohan Singh held a special place in our hearts, not just because of his roots in Gah, but because he was a man who believed in dialogue, even when the odds were against him. Do you remember when he spoke of his desire to visit his birthplace as Prime Minister? That simple wish carried so much weight. It was a poignant reminder of the shared heritage that ties us together, even as history and politics have driven us so much apart. Dr. Singh's efforts to foster peace between India and Pakistan, particularly during the mid 2000s, were admirable. While challenges and mistrust often hampered progress, his vision for the region never wavered. He believed in a future where our two nations could coexist peacefully, a belief that many of us still cling to even in these difficult times. Of course, no leader is without critics, and Dr. Manmohan Singh had his share. His quiet demeanor was sometimes mistaken for weakness. His reliance on diplomacy over theatrics was seen as a drawback by some. But here's the thing, in a world increasingly dominated by bluster, we need more leaders like him. Leaders who choose substance over spectacle, humility over hubris, and compassion over divisiveness. Dr. Singh was more than a politician. He was a scholar, a statesman, and above all, a profoundly decent human being. His honesty and grace shone through, whether he was addressing parliament or quietly supporting his wife, Gursharan Kaur, in their private life. Today, as we mourn his passing, I can't help but wonder, what could South Asia look like if we had more leaders like Dr. Manmohan Singh, leaders who understand that true strength lies not in loud declarations, but in quiet, unwavering resolve. Dr. Singh reminded us of the bridges we could build, even in the face of towering walls. As a Pakistani, I feel an immense sense of loss, not just for India, but for the region as a whole. He was a rare figure who represented the best of what our shared humanity can achieve. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Amen to that. And may his legacy remind us, especially here in South Asia, that dialogue, intellect, and hope are far more powerful than the forces of division. Thank you for joining me on this special tribute episode of Unraveled with Marvi Sirmed. If Dr. Manmohan Singh's life and legacy inspire you as they do me, let's keep his vision alive by committing ourselves to the ideals of peace, dialogue, and dignity. Until next time, take care and stay hopeful. This is Marvi Sarmat signing off.